yeah, folks, this deck is so freaking sick, which after the week we've had in Snap, I needed this one. I needed something just crazy fun, crazy goofy, silly, still may be able to win some games. So, you know, I had to turn to my good friend SYM'BAKU, one of the most highlight-worthy cards in all of Marvel Snap, and revisiting this idea of the Symbiote Spider-Man SYM'BAKU combination, where you play down SYM'BAKU, then you slam a Spider-Man on top of him, you merge them together, the Symbiote Spider-Man becomes an SYM'BAKU, then you use Blink to put it back in your deck. So you now have a 9 or higher power SYM'BAKU in your deck, and you also, you know, nicely get to turn that Symbiote Spider-Man into like a Hulkling, which can be insane, or a big red Hulk. Or a Doctor Doom for just 15 power, you know, so you on average you're getting, you know, like maybe 13, 16 power off a Red Hulk, maybe 15 here. This could be 12 or sometimes way more if you hit something big. So you're both getting the stat upside of the Symbiote Spider-Man coming back when it resummons because it's now an SYM'BAKU, and the cheese off of Blink. Blink herself is a solid sized body, and it can just be this giant stat dump all at once, and also create some real unpredictability around where SYM'BAKU is going to rejoin the battle. On top of that, you know, to fill this deck out, I wanted to explore this in the context of Merlin specifically, because now we also have Once and Future, which is another nice little way to potentially put SYM'BAKU back into the deck. Normally, you're kind of sad to shuffle away your lowest power card. It's okay if it's a Hood or a Rock, but if you have to use like a Surge or something, it's like, I didn't want to give up that 2 power. Well, with SYM'BAKU, you don't. It's coming back. And you get the nice energy boost as well. With that, we've got here some deck buff options like Okoye and Fastos, even Surge, that can potentially make that SYM'BAKU even bigger when he rejoins the battle. So between all that, you know, you've got this weirdly synergistic little deck that's kind of built around this meme combo with SYM'BAKU, but can still just like lay down good numbers because ultimately, you know, it's just running like good stuff on curve. You know, if you play this deck correctly, instead of like playing for SYM'BAKU, there are also lines like, you know, Symbiote Spider-Man into Doctor Doom. Sometimes you can leave a spot open and cheese stuff like that, which would probably improve the win rate, because I did go 8 and 9 with this deck, down pretty significant number of cubes, because I don't expect this to be a good deck. Like, it's a meme deck for fun. I know for a fact, though, we threw one game we could have won by going away from SYM'BAKU and instead going for like a Doctor Doom. So that already puts you at like an even win rate at least. So, you know, I'm not going to tell you this could ever be a good deck because I don't really know that it's got that potential, but it could probably be serviceable if you didn't like try to force the SYM'BAKU game plan so much. Maybe a tweak here or there. But I think regardless, if you're just looking for something crazy and fun and silly while doing missions, or just need a break from the frustration of Marvel Snap lately, I do think this is the kind of deck and the kind of thing that can have some just crazy moments, some super fun highlights, and can maybe help you find a little love, find a little fun, I guess, too, for Marvel Snap these days, which I know some people are sorely lacking. So I think regardless, you're probably going to enjoy some of the crazy moments we had in this video. All right. We've got Surge and we've got Fastos. I feel like I did something wrong with my camera and I've changed it and now I look bright. Maybe it's just my bright shining face. That's all it is. Good start though. Good, nice little bonus buff on Makari, getting her back to where she's supposed to be, I guess. So no SYM'BAKU, but maybe he'll get buffed up anyway, you know, maybe he'll help us out. No Symbiote Spider-Man line just yet though. But that's fine. We can just like literally put Symbiote Spider-Man wherever, you know. I guess we maybe arguably, oh, bad timing for SYM'BAKU. We can still put him, well, you know, if we hit a blink, like this is what we want to do, right? If we don't hit a blink though, kind of don't want SYM'BAKU on Fastos because we'd rather just hit the Fastos Symbiote Spider-Man. So it's just like, do you hit this one out of we're gods. So this turns into a Hulkling, I guess. Dude, I didn't review how this worked. I played this deck like 8 months ago and just kind of remembered it working this way. I hope it works. Symbiote Spider-Man was definitely the last card I played either way. So, all right, Hulkling, what are you? You're an Apocalypse, so you're basically nothing. Don't draw SYM'BAKU. Nice. So I guess we just go, I mean, I think Doom feels safer, right? So that we kind of cover for the Symbiote Spider-Man wherever it goes, right? Like just make sure we have something everywhere popping up here. Ooh, left might be, Symbiote Spider-Man mid or left probably wins both, right? Either one should be fine. Hey, let's go. Game number 1. Just like that, the top deck blink. It's all perfect, dude. It's all perfect. I guess the Doombot here did indeed give Symbiote Spider-Man an out, right? Because he was 9. That would have put us at 25. Yeah, nice, dude. We're back just like that. SYM'BAKU worked. I love it. I love it. Oh, I want to do that. We also have Symbiote Spider-Man, dude. I cannot resist the lure of Galactus. Batroc actually, I said his real name accidentally, and I don't like the way you guys pronounce it still. I still maintain it should be Batroc. But anyway, Batman, excuse me. Dude, like, no, Kraven's gonna get too big, right? I'm just thinking about like where, I guess you go left and you hope that maybe the shield limits them, maybe Batman limits them. But I mean, it's 19 power anyway. Like in some ways you kind of feel like you trust 19 almost regardless. Is this just a, no, I don't know what this deck is yet, man. I guess I could also go Infinity Ultron as a kind of backup plan here. It's pretty great with Panopticon. I would play Ultron right, I guess. We actually don't even have a good Blink symbiote, by the way. We had all our 6 drops, which is unfortunate. I mean, there's no way they expect Galactus, because it's not a Galactus deck. Why would you? I'm not expecting Galactus. Why would they expect it? Silk could create some weirdness. I basically want to be in a scenario where, you know, like these kinds of cards are elsewhere when the Hulkling goes off. Can I get priority is like one question, you know. I'm only gonna get 1 stone actually, so if we don't hit a Galactus, this might backfire pretty hard. Shield is there, so Batman's moving left this turn. They're almost inevitably gonna have priority, right? That stone's a good stone for mid, like really good stone for mid. They're already at 18, but my logic is they're really gonna be at 12, right? So like, does this actually go off? Because they're not actually going to put a card behind here, you know? Like it's usually going to be 12, maybe 17 with Silk, right? Like maybe, well, no, they can't put a card there with Shield, I guess. Did I hit the button, dude? I hate this sometimes. I don't know, we got to try it anyway. Like, who knows if it works? It's not the plan, but we got it. I'm going to ship the Galactus. Obviously, nothing else really came together this game anyway. I think there's maybe an argument doing something like Reality Stone, but I don't really have a good backup plan for that. Oh my God, is this going to work, dude? Silk needs to not go left, right? Oh no, Batman didn't get to move. Wait, that's fine right now though, at least. Does Sunspot go off and cost us the game? Oh no, Silk. No. Wait, how does this work? We're fine. What did Batman move too? We're fine. We did it. I love it. Get wrecked, Silk. Obviously, Sunspot can't do enough now, dude. This is the most unbelievable backup plan for this deck, dude. Like, come on, dude. Unreal 19 power Galactus. I could have tried to build the deck around this. In fact, I think we have before trying to do a Hulkling Galactus and not gotten it to happen, but here it happens anyway. Unbelievable. The gap, by the way, between, you know, like that's nice that Hulkling gets to push Silk out and then Spider-Man gets to reroll. You know, that's like actually really, really good against Silk specifically. It's kind of perfect, honestly. It's really cool. All right, Merlin and Phastos and Symbiote Spider-Man. Okay, Phastos is a good hit for Symbiote Spider-Man 2, I guess, right? Good backup hit. I thought we were gonna maybe do that last game. Merlin mid's really nice. Protect from any stuff. This Rocket might get stranded too if they don't have exactly a Falcon, right? If they're going for like, you know, Beast or Toxin or whatever on this, assuming this is a bounce deck. Nowhere strands them a bit, which is kind of nice. Ooh, we got Blink Symbiote Spider-Man, but we may not really need that here. Definitely could be more of a non-blink game. I mean, we'll see. Like turn 5, you know, like looking at Rhino plus, you know, maybe an Omniversal, maybe a. Oh, I have to click Merlin so many times to get. So weird. I wanted to see this anyway. Polymorph. I couldn't think of the name of the card for a second. Good lord. Oh, nice. Nico transformed, but now they're stuck again. It's the same. It's the same problem. Falcon can bail them out, but not the other dude. Oh, Ironheart's not a bad hit. Wong is an interesting hit, though. Okay. Now I'm thinking about ditching Symbiote Spider-Man as well and just going Fastos Omniversal, right? That looks really good. It's +4 here. Fastos creates some potentially huge hits in the deck. Yeah, this is very exciting, dude. Maybe a big Makari for free. Let's see, Machine World and Mojo World, which Mojo World we're not the best at, but Rhino could definitely help us compete. You know, I guess actually Blink Fastos would have been kind of cool, but I screwed it up by playing the other guy first. Right? Other guy went first, which kind of breaks that a little bit. I mean, Surge into like Polymorph. I think we get the Polymorphs back, so we're just like juicing this up, right? I do sort of wish I had a once in future though, because we're not really getting strong enough to contest any of these with just these polymorphs, you know? Symbiote Spider-Man polymorph also not that interesting. Maybe it's just like this, because Rhino is just a bigger base of power. Then you also get a 2-drop here, which is hopefully helpful. From a hand size standpoint, we're not going to have space to draw the Surge card. So she's just like a 1/6, right? That is a monster Sage. We already have a big Sage. Definitely don't feel good about this, right? Like, we got this nice little bonus mid, but frankly, it's kind of hard for us to like win with that bonus. And then they're really strong everywhere else. Like, that's stressful. Daredevil is fine, but not helpful. So Merlin is here. We don't top deck. Yeah, this, I mean, Sage just destroys you left. And they have enough stuff too that they can still dump right. So even if I tried to get big enough left somehow, there's no world in which you hold right. You know, we're just getting cooked here. I mean, M'Baku's gonna jump in, could maybe like time. Oh no, could steal mid because we have Fastoses. Yeah, could be Surge buffed as well, but I don't think Red Hulk holds left. I think Sage is too big. I think they go Sage left. I don't know though. It's gonna be. Oh, they went Sage right, but there's 2 Sages. That's the smaller one. This other one starts at 6. Is she big enough? It's a tie, but Red Hulk hits. I can't believe it. The M'Baku for 6, dude. We're actually just going crazy with this deck right now, man. Going crazy with this deck. M'Baku right wouldn't have won, dude, but M'Baku mid steals it. The double Fastos buff. Woo! All right, Merlin, Surge, Fastos. That's all great options, man. I always go Merlin over Surge though, dude. Like, they're both amazing. Okoye is also pretty amazing to play on turn 2, right? As far as like turn 2 plays this deck, we got some good ones. But I guess she's still 3rd somehow. Still 3rd. But I do like the good, honest buffers, you know, like Okoye, Fastos. Some good, honest, old school buffing. I like it. I like it. Arnim Zola Emperor is pretty sick, actually. Maybe Surge. We're not very good at Lake Hellas, but I'm thinking about an M'Baku just pumping in, you know. Actually, on that note, we want to think about Blink, so we should finish on a Surge. It's actually 2 out of 3 right now. If we drew Makari, Surge would be nuts on Blink. Oh, Lemuria, huh? We drew M'Baku, which is less good, but yeah, it's just way less good, right? Like, there's no. This now hits Makari, Symbiote Spider-Man, or Red Hulk. If it hits, there's nothing. No, there's nothing there. That doesn't make any sense again. I guess we just hold M'Baku. Yeah, maybe just finish on like a Doctor Doom or something. It's gonna be hard to get fancy on this, I think. That Lemuria doesn't really hurt us too much, but it hurts the opponent notably with Hope, right? If they're relying on that Hope to create a curve line that's now missing. I mean, they're gonna have a monster Hope turn now, but you know, might have broken their deck a little bit depending on what they're trying to do. If it's more of like a general Angela deck, they won't care. But if it's, ooh, okay. If it's you know, ramp deck trying to hit a 5-drop on time or something, or a 6-drop early or whatever, then 6-drop early would be the break point. Okay, that is pretty big. Cassandra's a little weaker. 33 seems quite achievable though, right? That's We're down by 14, so I just kind of need to play a 9/9 power there, or just M'BAKU Doom is also pretty sweet with Makari jumping in. This feels very good. Running 10 and 7 is 17. That's enough outside any outside help. They did lock the location, which was brave, by the way. Really brave. I don't see a way to lose this, but I've been surprised before. It wouldn't be the first time. Shang-Chi, okay, that's a fine start. That's not gonna leave much room for anything. Oh God. I've been surprised before. Dude, this deck is just... Dude, I am having a ridiculous run to this deck right now. We are hitting the craziest rolls. Unbelievable that we hold the tiebreaker here despite losing in need of a leer. Like, usually that scales points up so much that it's hard to win if you lose that. Dude, that Makari snipe. She wouldn't have been enough left, by the way. We would have only gone to 32. Woo! Unbelievable. The gambit. I mean, they did have so much energy. I kind of forgot how much energy they had. I think it was overconfident a little bit there given the energy totals. But you kind of assume left is safe. But they had 2 ways to remove power left. So it really changed the calculus a lot. But somehow Makari snipes it back. Unbelievable efforts here. Unbelievable efforts here, dude. This deck is amazing. All right, M'BAKU, yeah, we can actually put M'BAKU down. That's fine, right? Like, we got Simi Spider-Man for later, or we've got Merlin once and future for later as well. So a couple ways here to potentially get this Merlin back. Rhino as well for Merlin's really nice. So good pairs here, certainly. Merlin mid is okay. I guess you could argue it's weird, like Shadow King stacking up some power here if you go omniversal buffs and stuff, but I think it's okay. Probably gonna go ahead and put the Rhino mid as well, just so that body is there for Stark Tower, even if we start transforming it out or whatever. Ooh, we got Simi Spider-Man Blink. Let's go. We need to make sure we keep one of the big boys in deck though right now. We've already got Doom in hand, so we need to keep a big boy in deck or there will be no hits. Surely we won't draw 2 straight big boys, right? That's on turn 5, so we'll draw on 4 and 5. 2 straight big boys would be very sad. We want a little boy. Sounds crazy. We want a little card. Little card. Ebony Maw 0. Okay, another probably another like nightmare deck, seems like. I will note that this rock might be hard for us to play. Just because or excuse me, hard for us to like transform, because we might want to just like play a 6-drop. You know, we're obviously playing a 5-drop with Blink, and then the rock might just be that Stark Tower body after all, which I guess is fine, right? That's okay. Yeah, another nightmare deck. Transforming negative zone. No, I was getting ready to say not a big problem, but it's a huge problem. That turns off the Blink. Which means... I'm so sad, dude. I'm so sad, dude. So I have like 2 options, right? I could like not play... and then just Blink next turn if I just pass, you know, like that. Currently it's a Red Hulk, which is fine, but it's doesn't feel like a winning move really. Yeah, I think we still just play cards, actually. I think it's better here to just play cards, unfortunately. So we'll just put M'BAKU back and maybe try to put together some kind of turn next turn. You know, Dream Dimension broke our plans, but it's okay. Leech? Doom did get his text removed, right? As did Hulkling in this case. They're not actually... They are still 6 cost cards. They're not cards that cost 6. Oh my god, Havoc's gonna prevent me from playing a 6-drop. Dang it, dude, everything. Oh no, oh no, we're fine actually. No, we're fine. We got bonus energy. No, we're fine. We were actually at 8. That's okay. It doesn't say these are... Remove the text from 6 cost cards. The version that is dashed, it should work against these, but it doesn't show them as silenced. It's making me a little nervous because it's like, I don't think this has text. I don't really want to play Doctor Doom anyway, I don't think. Like, I kind of feel okay about this line anyway, just flipping the Misery, getting a little stronger mid off Havoc and Merlin, and then... Because if they, like, commit left, they're not going to be able to beat mid, usually, and if they commit right, they're not going to be able to beat left and mid, usually, is kind of thing I'm thinking about here, hopefully. It said no target, so that did not work. I'm so... I don't understand. Oh, the Starbrand. Oh my god, they're still too big. Everything was so freaking playable still. Can M'BAKU save us here? No, everything's just so big, dude. I don't know why this Misery, M'BAKU jumped left, but he didn't, you can't see him, he's missing. It bugged out. Mid wasn't quite enough though, anyway. I don't know why these didn't get turned off. Just to add some clarity, like, there are two things that Marvel Snap cards can say. They can say, remove the text from cards that cost 6, or they can say remove the text from 6 cost cards. 6 cost cards is the one that looks at the base value. So in essence, I'm saying these were cards that cost 7. They were not 7 cost cards. So I would have expected them to have their effect removed. All right, I love these cards normally, not maybe fun for our combo aspirations. I'd like to get one more fun combo game if I can, or maybe even, I haven't even really done M'BAKU with Once in Future, but you know, I got the hand that if I get M'BAKU now, I won't want to, you know, we already got cool stuff going on. Yeah, Starbrand Crater's not probably super useful, but Simi Spider-Man Fastos is just a good play. Can still make a strong M'BAKU either way, right? That's still a nice. Oh. You know, some days you just have real sadness in your heart. Today is one of those days. All right. Yeah, I mean, we're still okay, I think. We still got a good chance with this game, but I'm really sad my M'BAKU is gone, dude. That's why I'm here. He's my fun. He's my spice. Maybe, oh, opponent is making life not very enjoyable at the moment. I gotta say, dude, making life kind of miserable, man. I guess I need to be thinking a little bit about Blink. I could maybe Surge last, right? Yeah, I can Surge last. In case I want to Blink. It's not, usually it's actually a little worse, arguably, but I'm thinking maybe a high roll Hulkling could be worth it sometimes, depending on what else is happening. Oh my god. That carries through, I think, right? I don't know how that ever works. Locations are weird sometimes. Leader is a Doctor Doom. Unbelievable plays for the opponent right now, dude. Just unbelievable plays. It's an Odin? No way. No way. No way, dude. It's an Odin. Suddenly feeling very good. I was like so frustrated. Suddenly I have a little bit of faith now, dude. Didn't even maybe need the M'BAKU. I don't know. Can they really beat right and mid like this? It seems impossible, doesn't it? Like, I don't know, dude. It seems, I mean, Shang-Chi's, I guess, can always do it, right? We even rolled the Scar instead of the Erishim. That's insane. Yeah, that looks fine. There's no way this beats us. They've already played a Magneto. There is a Shang-Chi, but there's no way it wins mid. Nice! Yes! Punish the M'BAKU thievery, punish the leader, and the Juggernaut. The Odin is just such an insane hit off of Hulkling with the Doctor Doom down, dude. That's... It all actually worked out really well from like a positioning standpoint too. Just really perfect. Wow. Okay. Agent of Chaos. Well, we got some fun cards at least. Where is M'BAKU though? I need one more M'BAKU thievery moment. Surge, I guess, a bit better than Okoye. Just from a cost discount standpoint, you know, hitting some 5s, some cheese. Ant-Man, no answer to this. Kind of thinking on going deck here. Might need to keep an eye on Spectrum. Makari, wherever's fine. Actually, she can kind of interrupt your symbiote Spider-Man a little bit sometimes, but not really. I mean, well, yeah, if we wanted to do like Doom mid, if she goes mid, for instance, we couldn't do like a Doom symbiote Spider-Man, which, you know. Magneto is pretty great though. Yeah. I mean, it's not really too disruptive here. Captain America does like being with Ant-Man, but he also likes being with Shields. I don't know. Maybe even pulling him mid makes some sense. Just mainly my goal is to pull him away from Ant-Man. You know? Ooh, is there anything we can do there? No, we don't have any like weird rolls, right? I guess you can always finish on Doom, but if you want to get value out of, well, we've kind of already missed the window on value from symbiote Spider-Man as well, to be honest. But anyway, if you want to get value, maybe Wright's just gone. By the way, like maybe we don't really care about Wright. I can't add a ton of power left though with Doom is the thing. I don't know. We'll see. He actually went mid, which I wasn't expecting a branch mid. I guess that makes sense. Sam there. Sam away from the cap. I guess at this stage, it's kind of too late to get all that going anyway. Ooh, do we like the Red Hulk better here to just spike, or do we still like the Doom? Useless Merlin roll, unfortunately. I mean, if they're just playing like a Spectrum, Doom is... If they go to 10 here, it's only 9, right? So that's kind of pointless. It does cover both mid and left, which is sort of compelling. I'm thinking also about like, you know, Moonstone weirdness. I think this is your safest play, but it also, it doesn't feel particularly safe, just to be clear. Yeah, they don't just, maybe didn't have what they needed. Their stuff was just so weirdly spread here. They might have needed to commit to 2 spots, but Mr. Fantastic kind of pulled the mid. The caps came in at weird times, you know. Their game plan just didn't really manifest all that well. Just a tough one for them. All right, M'Baku Okoye, sure. Oh, M'Baku, Symbiote Spider-Man, let's do it, man. Show me the blink. This is not an especially reliable combo, as most like 3-card combos aren't. I always think they're going to be easier to do than they are, but they are never easy. Every time it's worse than you expect. Chimichanga M'Baku is actually another nice little scale on the M'Baku. That's pretty cool. Okay. Why not, dude? Let's do it. Let's commit. We're in. We know the plans. So, turn 3, nothing cooking. I don't know if Titania makes any sense or not. Seems a little better to hold for later, maybe. Just need to find Blink. We'll have an 11 power symbiote Spider-Man. We also need to keep Hulkling in the deck, too, for the record. I don't have a ton of... Oh, I just don't even know, dude. Like, it's so risky. We don't have ways to manipulate it reliably. Need to keep Hulkling in the deck because I drew my other 2 6s. Like, sometimes I think this deck could maybe use 1 more 6. Like, you don't want too many because they're kind of dead if you don't hit the good stuff. But when you draw the 3rd one, you feel a little sad, I think, right? Now, I mean, again, this is another scenario where like 90% of the time you're just way better off not playing Symbiote Spider-Man on M'Baku, but I just want to hit my combo, you know? I'm doing the goofy thing. I'm not doing the good thing. I'm sure there are like 3 or 4 games in this run that I could have won if I just played better. And by better, I don't mean like smarter. I just mean like, you know, not trying to do this. Getting an extra Surge hit, an extra Okoye hit. Maybe playing Fastos here is just better. Honestly, he's really strong right now as a 2/6. It's crazy looking. All of those things, definitely possibilities. If we hit Blink though, we're gonna be very happy. No Blink. I don't think Doom or Hulk are gonna spike enough this game to do anything, but I'm gonna try. There's a Viper for the opponent right here. It's gonna be an interesting little shakeout, isn't it? With Titania. How's this gonna go? Oh god, Victoria Hand How is just ridiculous, dude. These demons are ridiculous. One more Pixie. Okay, kind of needed that to be like a Falcon or something. I don't even know. So like Doom mid can definitely steal back mid, but I have no way to win left, right? 20 to 18 is clearly not enough. Blink into Hulkling, could that do it? It's Fastos that's getting hit. Like I wouldn't even steal the Titania in that world. Like this is the smart play, like from a, you know, Titania standpoint. But you just, they've only got one card to play. You know it's going to be bigger than 2 power. Literally all they need is 2. So that doesn't make any sense. Can a Hulkling here? Like, we don't know what the Hulkling is. So, like, theoretically, if it hits a Fastos, like, maybe this is possible. I don't even know if I trust Blink left, to be honest. I feel like they're going to have a monster card left. But I kind of just want to see what the Hulkling is. Oh my god, that's actually beatable. Is the Hulkling like a Gore, you know? Can we win with a Gore? It's a Doombot. It's 1 point off. Oh. Oh! Yeah, dang it, dude. Wow, that one stings a little bit, dude. Like, so many 6-drop, well, not maybe so many, but a lot of 6-drops might win this game, you know? There's like Gores and Blobs. I guess maybe there's not that many that actually scale if I think about it. It might literally be Gore and Blob. I don't know how many there are, but... All right, Makari. Would have loved you to go left, so we had some power there, but it's okay. You're doing your best. Asgard Besieged, no, she knew. She just knew. Do we actually commit a Surge here and a Fastos? I mean, it's enough that, like, probably, you know, if you get a Destroyer, like, yeah, whatever. Let's risk a Shang-Chi, but otherwise that's a winning line, you know, so probably worth it, yeah. Theoretically, it's kind of tempting, man. Do you value a Surge chain? Yeah, I think I do. It's same size for the oh dude, Destroyer's gonna eat M'Baku though, I just realized. I was thinking like, hey, I also get to play an M'Baku, but obviously that's not gonna work out for us. Dude, they got so close to beating us. Holy crap. 9 to 8, dude. I should have just held the M'Baku, obviously. Like, being destroyed is not valuable to us. Fastos Polymorph is pretty good though. Ooh, Okoye Okoye Fastos, even better, dude. Let's go. So, I mean, look, mid is not inassailable. You know, it's 17 points, completely in range for so many decks. But the hope is that, you know, we got it for free. They have to spin to do it. That'll give us a nice big advantage elsewhere in the meantime. Particularly just because, like, we're getting so many crazy deck buffs. Red Hulk's a monster. He'll carry a spot by himself. Rhino into... Rhino into Once in Future or Rhino into Polymorph, probably, right? I don't really know if Once in Future has enough upside here. Like, we just play Red Hulk. I mean, I guess there's some argument to this as well. Okoye doesn't usually become a lot better on average. Fastos does, so it just depends a little bit on the 50-50. But I'm just thinking, like, if I want to get big here, Hulk can carry a spot by himself, so spreading the Rhino doesn't really help, you know? Like, I think it's better to not spread the Rhino. And although I'm losing the Rock kind of Polymorph upside, I'm just playing the game here instead of playing the specifics. Yeah, sadly, that was the wrong hit. And super low rolled, too. We didn't even maintain. We lost. Flooding shouldn't really matter, I don't guess. Oh, dang. That's, like, kind of hard to pass up in some ways. Because you can turn him into, or excuse me, you can turn, actually, no, that's better. We can turn, yeah, we can turn it into either a 7 or a 12 power card. Because you hit either, yeah, that's probably better. So you still have a solid lead mid. Can they beat us both left and mid, right? Like, is there a Gilgamesh plus 1-drop line that beats 7 or 12 power? I think that's really tough to beat. And I think actually 21 to 8 also is really tough to beat because Rhino and Doom are just so big at a baseline. Feels kind of weird to only play Doom for 2 bodies, but we're sort of assuming that the spread is more valuable than an isolated Red Hulk, although I honestly think Red Hulk left would also win this game for the record. But just that the spread is maybe more valuable, and the Polymorph upside on Dr. Doom's like kind of cool. Potentially you get 19 power anyway, but you just do it in a better way. All right, this is the hand, dude. I need one more fun game for the end of the video. I need a fun highlight to end on. So you guys are seeing this. It may not be that fun. The video needs to be just a little longer. I thought I had enough games, but I came back to record some more. So we'll see, I guess. Losing Merlin on 2 is pretty tough. The more I play this game, the more I dislike locations like Icebox, by the way. I think I probably came to their defense in one or another eras. Ooh, that's pretty spicy. Probably did come to their defense before. But I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I just want to play my cards nowadays. Like, you know, I think they have some strategic value. Some unpredictability is something that often is skill expressive as well. Oh my god, it is the game, dude. I knew it. I knew it. It's the game. We need to keep one of our 6s in deck, though. We need to keep a 6 in deck. I might prefer hitting Dr. Doom over Red Hulk here, just because Stark Tower buffs connect that way. Like, there's a few upsides on this. We'll play Blink mid either way, just to get another buff. Ooh, oh no! Hit Merlin! Hit Merlin! The game doesn't want me to have fun, guys. Just there's your fun. There's your final game. Have fun.